Today, we're getting into one of the most important and sometimes confusing parts of your real estate career, brokerage fees. Whether you're just starting out or you've been in the game for years, knowing exactly what fees you'll be responsible for at different brokerages is key to making the best decision for your bottom line. Today, we're comparing everything: monthly fees, errors and omissions insurance, franchise fees, royalty fees, and transaction fees at brokerages like eXp Realty, Compass, Sotheby's, The Agency, Berkshire Hathaway, and more. Let's get to it. Let's kick things off with a general overview of what real estate brokerage fees actually are. When agents think about brokerage fees, they're usually thinking of everything that comes out of their pocket, whether it's part of a commission split with a brokerage or a fee that gets tacked on annually, monthly, or when deals close. All of these fees have a direct impact on your take-home pay, and it's crucial to know what to expect. This video will focus on brokerage fees that are charged to agents beyond brokerage commission splits. We did another video on just commission splits called Best Real Estate Companies to Work For, Highest Commissions Exposed. I'll add a link to that video in the description below. First up, the good. Some non-franchise brokerages are super transparent and consistent with their fees, which is a huge win for agents. These brokerages offer more predictability, so you'll know exactly what you're paying for each month and per transaction, no surprises. With the rise of cloud-based models, more brokerages are moving in this direction, making it easier for agents to plan their expenses. The bad. Even with thorough research, it's impossible to uncover every single fee out there. Why? Because many fees vary from office to office within the same brokerage. This inconsistency is common in franchise models, where individual broker owners have the freedom to set their own fee structures based on local costs and even personal preferences. So what you pay at one office might be totally different from what an agent at another office is paying, even within the same brand. The ugly. Unfortunately, fees, including commission splits, aren't set in stone and can change. Brokerages may adjust their fee structures if they're facing financial difficulties or if the cost of running certain services goes up. When that happens, agents often end up footing in the bill. Avoiding the ugly. While you can't always predict when a brokerage will hike up their fees due to rising service costs, you can keep an eye on their financial health. Brokerages struggling financially are more likely to raise fees. So how do you check a brokerage financial status? Look into those that are publicly traded, as they have transparent balance sheets. To dig deeper, check out our video, Expose Top Real Estate Companies That Might Go Under. Again, the link will be in the description below. Brokerage fees come in a few different ways, and some are due up front, regardless of whether or not you're closing any deals. I'm talking about your professional association or MLS fees. Those are paid directly to those organizations, not through your brokerage. Here, we're focusing solely on what your brokerage charges you as an agent. Some fees are due up front, annually, or monthly, which can be paid if you haven't closed any deals yet. But many brokers ease the burden by taking some of their fees as you complete transactions. Agents tend to prefer this setup since the fees align with cash flow or closing a deal. We'll start by breaking down the fees. You'll be on the hook for whether or not you close deals, then move into the ones that can vary, sometimes up front, sometimes taken out during transactions. Finally, we'll wrap it up with the fees that are typically only due when you complete a deal. By the way, I'm Doug Smart, part of a powerhouse team that did over $3.5 billion in sales in 2023. Partner with our free team at eXp Realty, where you'll get more value than anyone else in the real estate business is offering. Plus, eXp Realty is the only profitable brokerage in the last 5 years. So where do you want to invest your future? Learn more at smartagentalliance.com. These are often monthly fees, sometimes called desk fees, and you pay these to your brokerage whether you've closed deals or not. They typically cover things like tech support, office space, and other resources. eXp charges a flat monthly fee of $85. This covers your cloud-based tech, CRM, training, 24/7 broker support, and access to a vast and ever-growing array of resources. Since eXp is a cloud-based brokerage, this fee doesn't include a physical desk at a local office, but it does give you access to 4,000 Regus business lounges worldwide, where you can meet clients if needed. Plus, eXp agents can even create their own custom virtual office to match their brand and meet with clients in the cloud. I know, it's pretty wild, right? These brokerages have office-specific monthly fees that vary widely. Some may have no fee at all, while others can charge up to $2,500 a month. From what we've gathered through agent reports and online resources like Reddit and Glassdoor, the most common monthly fees hover between $145 and $350. What does that get you? It varies, but typically it'll get you a desk at your local office and access to the office's amenities. Now let's talk about errors and omissions insurance fees. These fees can either be charged per transaction or upfront annually, and they're crucial because they protect both you and your brokerage from legal issues. How E&O fees are charged varies greatly depending on the brokerage. Paying upfront for E&O fees can be a significant financial hit, especially if you haven't closed any deals yet. All the following results for these can vary according to location, except for eXp Realty, which is always the same in every state. Let's break it down. The agency, Sotheby's, and Compass. At these brokerages, E&O fees are paid up front annually, meaning you're on the hook for the fees whether or not you're closing deals. The typical range is from $1,900 to $2,200, due when you first join and every year after that. Coldwell Banker and Keller Williams. These brokerages take a different approach by charging E&O fees monthly, which means you're still paying up front regardless of your sales. Fees range from $122 to $350 a month depending on the location and brokerage. The agency, Berkshire Hathaway, Better Homes and Gardens, Douglas Elliman, Remax, and Redfin. Unfortunately, we couldn't nail down specific E&O fees for these brokerages. However, we know they exist, so if you're considering joining one of these companies, make sure to ask them when discussing your agreement. eXp Realty. Here's where things get really interesting. At eXp Realty, E&O insurance is charged per deal at a flat rate of $60. This fee is predictable, affordable, and capped at $750 per year. So once you've hit that $750, you're done for the year. How does eXp manage to keep these rates so low? It's all about the economy of scale. While most brokerages have individual state policies, eXp uses one national policy, saving millions in costs and passing those savings on to agents. Let's get into franchise or royalty fees. These are fees that are due when your brokerage is part of a franchise system. Here's how it works. A global brand sells a franchise in the US, which then sells a franchise in each state, and further down the individual locations. Each layer of the franchise structure takes a piece of the pie, and the slice comes directly from your commission. Typically, these franchise fees range around 6%, meaning on the top of your commission split, you're paying this fee with every deal you're closing, and that fee gets spread across all franchise levels above you. At eXp, good news here, eXp is not a franchise, so franchise or royalty fees are $0. That means you keep more of your hard-earned commission, which is a major plus for agents, of course. The agency, Berkshire Hathaway, Better Homes and Gardens, Douglas Elliman, Sotheby's, Keller Williams, these brokerages hit agents with a 6% royalty fee on every deal they close, or in Keller Williams' case, until agents cap. Century 21 agents pay an even steeper franchise fee, coming in at 8%. Coldwell Banker, they pay around 5 to 6.5% depending on the office location. Remax, they charge about 5% royalty fee on each closed deal. Disclaimer, it's important to note that franchise fees are tough to pin down as many franchise brokerages aren't upfront about these numbers. If you've worked at one of these brokerages and experienced a different royalty fee, drop a comment below and let us know. Another type of fee that is charged on each deal you close is the transaction fee. At eXp, they charge a transaction fee of $20 per month until you cap. After you cap, and you're earning 100% of your commission with no brokerage bit or franchise fee, then you pay $250 per deal for your next 20 transaction, at which point your transaction fee is reduced to $75 per deal. At eXp Realty, agents pay $25 a transaction per deal until they cap, so while the fee increases post-cap, it's a small price to pay when you're keeping 100% of your commissions. All of these brokerages, with their steep commission splits and franchise fees, cut agents a break here by not charging an additional transaction fee. They charge $295 to $625 per transaction, which admittedly seems out of line with all the other players we're looking at. And there you have it, a solid breakdown of fees across some top real estate brokerages. From franchise fees to monthly costs and E&O insurance, these expenses can seriously eat through your money. If keeping more of your hard-earned money matters to you, a brokerage like eXp Realty, with its lower, more transparent, and predictable fees, is worth a look into.